in.
Yeah, goblins and trolls south of Yamash Mountains until Zaid gives us more information on the whole glitch thing, which we are not equipped to investigate. But his team is. Thank God for the research team that we can always trust.
And indeed, I will say a couple days have passed, at least 4 days. So at this point, Dr. Zakari will be on his way over, and he notifies that his imminent arrival, ETA, about like 5 to 10 minutes. So you all have a couple of minutes to decide, finalize any purchases or any items that you want to sell to Miss Paige Turner here before Dr. Zakari's arrival and his subsequent revelations regarding the anomalous pit in Crater Lake National Park. Logs of certain encounters. One thing is clear with a lot of the footage you would have spent over the last couple of days kind of watching. And it appears that every time the tall man appears on camera, there appears to be electromagnetic distortions within the camera and the atmosphere around it. Even in the original photos, his figure is blurred, or at least the picture ends up being distorted in some way, which is not the case with the fan creations, which is what really separates a professional's view of what this entity is from the real stuff, you know? So make it that what you will, but that is what you have on file. This entity has been around for a while, and presumably before European contact. That the natives of the land have had to deal with this creature for time immemorial.
Yeah,
and with the fact that there were other people in their friend group that just don't exist, or as far as you know, have been redacted, like their government presence or their presence within the state and the county are just gone. That leaves a lot of mysteries there.
And if Zoe asks him about it, he doesn't really say much about it.
Yeah, it brings a level of discomfort and anxiety in him that probably makes you feel bad about it every time it is usually brought up.
Oh, that's okay. Poor Caden, little baby man, working in the SCP Foundation, can't handle a little trauma. That's okay. It's whatever. But yeah. Oh, she's also drinking a lot.
Like coffee.
Good work ethic always comes with coffee and beer.
Beer
in the night, coffee in the morning.
Not the infamous Boffy combination,
dude. Anyway, yeah, that's what she's up to.
Mortician. It looks as though their own electrical impulses, their own nervous system just shuts down for whatever reason after giving you that revelation.
Yeah, I guess after like the first or the second line, I will just stop asking.
Yeah, the first time it was a squirrel. It was holding the acorn and then just kind of froze. And you don't know what was up until you kind of poked it and like prodded it, and then you realize it just died holding the acorn. Holding a treat, it will never know its taste. And the second was a bird, because it flew and then it just dropped unceremoniously. And in both instances, it was their nervous system just shutting down. Like the electrical pulses just stopped sending signals. Squirrel and the bird. And as you do so, you think back to Walden Cross and his makeshift burial.
Look, man, at least that man went out fresh.
It's true. At least if anyone was there to bury him, at least it was you, and not those kids, or anyone else. You don't know how they would have treated his body.
I think the kids would have buried him. I think they would have left him like in the forest.
Oh, better there than in Arkham, because after all, a corpse has many uses in Arkham. And so,
Truth and real.
Ayana, after remembering the fine lessons of Dr. Jeffrey Sutherland, you've returned to the workshop. And so, if there are no additional matters to be discussed, sympathy toward you, as you kind of remember the fresh deaths of those two critters in your mind. And he kind of looks you over, Julia, as you quickly you give a curt and quick response. He acknowledges that he's not going to ask any further from you, at least.
Well, I mean, I will say it is a bit unnerving to be staying here in the cabin, deep in the woods where we did encounter that entity. But he hasn't. It hasn't shown itself here in the past couple days. Although I do wonder if it's still safe for us to go and handle the task you want us to handle with the goblins and trolls out in the woods. If the tall man really is still out there, it seems to have targeted us.
When it left the gate, about give or take 50 or 40 kilometers from the site. So lethality is still a concern with these pits, but at least within the third test, the swine was found grazing some bushes and berries. We don't quite know where it ended up, but if 2 of the 3 tests shown that it will end in lethality, then I suggest, again, avoid the pits. And as far as you are concerned, Miss Gould, you need not concern yourselves with the pits any longer, but this information I hope is valuable for any future endeavors.
How many pits have you located?
I'm sorry, Clint, could you repeat that?
I was just asking, how many pits has the research team located? Is it just that one, or is there like how many? Because he keeps talking as if there's multiple. I think it was Duty.
God rest Duty's soul and Mr. Cross. They died in the line of fire. But you bring up a good point. I did have Miss Turner set up some alarm wards. I don't know anything about Elvish rituals or incantations, I'm going to be quite frank with you. I have a doctorate in anomalics, but I could not tell you one thing or the other about Elvish abjuration wards or the like. That sort of thing is well beyond my own purview, but if you have any questions you may ask Miss Turner. I may have you investigate how far these tunnels go. I figured we'd deal with the problems on the surface before we start dealing with the problems below us. Although maybe they are connected. That being said, anything else before I finish this lovely cup of coffee?
Percy, 2 things real
Just
quick.
kind of start mumbling to myself like, gotta get a damn hobby now. Foundation didn't care back then. It was go grab the man who turned into a giant, put him in armor, strap a bunch of metal to him, and just have him go fight shit. And now I need to go get a fucking hobby. And like I'm just mumbling to myself as I go downstairs and grab my armor and gun.
The mumbling kind of echoes off the steel stairs.
Yeah, just just as I go down, just the fucking too not good enough for these sons of bitches. It's like, oh, Frankie is not well adjusted anymore. I was never well adjusted, motherfuckers. I could turn into a goddamn giant, and now I gotta deal with this bullshit. Oh.
Caden looks over at Julia and Kayado.
He scares me.
I'm so fucking scared.
Well, we might be neat, but you're cooler than us.
No, the coolest person is Caden.
Roll will save, not to laugh.
Try not to laugh.
Oh, really? Did he train you to say that?
No, he bequeathed unto me a prestigious name.
That's true. Canine's a very smart name. Very fitting name too.
It means a lot. As you see, I am a dog.
Not just any dog. You're a blink dog. A special little dog.
He blinks out.
Oh, there he goes.
God's rest his soul. I'll miss him.
It reminds me of home enough to stick around with all of its Fredonian novelties still here. It's just we're working. But I appreciate the offer.
Well, I'm just looking out for you, because, I'm sure you are fine enough to continue on working. One's mental health shouldn't be one to joke around with or one to discredit. And dealing with what we're dealing with, it's she's gonna like tap her head and say like, we gotta remain fine up here.
Thanks. I'll keep your offer in mind. But really, we're fine to work.
He's really trying to learn different card games.
What's the car high rat slap?
What is Karian Rat Slap?
I don't know.
You ever wonder why Karhai is so interested in oranges?
I think, honestly, my crackpot theory, I think there's an eldritch orange entity that's controlling all of them.
Is that something you
They
believe
have
or
the
something you just
annoying
made up?
orange captive in the castle.
that's the SCP they have in containment.
Dude, just wait until we get to like session 50 of Tales of Tylusia, and you guys travel to the labyrinth Karhai, and the annoying oranges there, and he goes,
It's like the encounter in Fallout 1 with the Master. It's like the whole base. It's like a whole underneath like a temple we have to go through. It's all made of like orange flesh. It's like orange mold.
"Hey, Kozaru!"
A steel tube, what appears to be something one would use for, like as a wiring for a power source. And watching as the, as this tube is going into the riverbed, you can only assume that this is probably for some measure of hydroelectric. And you kind of watch as the mound kind of sneaks its way back into the forest behind you. You can make a couple guesses of what's powering.
I mean, if I had to guess, the only thing that's behind us that could be powered is the cabin.
Yes, I suppose I hadn't thought about how the cabin was getting electricity. I just assumed it was connected. Well, I suppose we'll have to add it to our notes and move on.
We can look into it when we get back to the cabin itself. I'm sure the Andersons have something on the computer about how the house gets its electricity. Let's just keep a note of it and keep moving on.
As you will pack up, and Joe, as you're traveling, you spend some time washing your shield, although you probably have to dedicate a good amount of time to wash it properly once you...
Yeah, no, she just dips it in the dips it in the river and then has to deal with that.
You dip it in the river, you watch as there's a deer nearby that's like drinking out of it, and looks at you, and is startled and runs away. And you look at Ayana.
It goes without saying.
In other groups don't see me with a book or maybe something else, like music, and make fun of me. That's why I jumped into...
That's why you lash out. I'm not gonna try to be your therapist. But, well, I tried not to again. The feds are no joke, agent or not.
It was a slip. Won't happen again.
I'm sure.
They mentioned that the operation was mostly successful, that it wouldn't cause any troublesome hindrance. But they're still working on ways to separate it. I don't enjoy this thing being touched with that much.
No, you've established that as much. But looks like, for the time being, Miss Sjöström is out of our reach. Never dealt with goblins and trolls?
dealt with no, not particularly those, but something similar. Translation would be a death claw.
Can't say I've ever heard of such a creature, but Scandian ones are more folklorish. I suppose the zone is different.
The zone doesn't rely much on the esoteric, at least the animals and the creatures do not. They rely on survivability and adaptation. The zone doesn't exactly. The zone mutates their body, makes them naturally progress to be more resilient rather than adapt, rather than to obtain the power. So they just become more prevalent to the territory. That's why the Death Claw has very resilient skin, and I'm just gonna tap my skin. Almost bulletproof.
Done here with these missions. What are you doing during that time? You gonna join us? Or them? I don't know yet if I'm going. I don't know. To some sort of beach, I think.
But look, this mask is still on. But you can still look the confusion just by the body, like it's not, he doesn't really hide well. The emotions, he looks confused. The beach.
Yeah. Coast of California.
Never been to a beach.
No. You can see the ocean.
You're working non-stop, it's gonna be the death of you. I mean, even then, you're reading books now, but you're still on a mission right now.
Yes, but I'm resting right now. Is this not this?
Sure. But I meant like going somewhere specific to relax.
Not work.
Not have to really think about work.
Sorry about
Well, you've been through a lot more stress than you're used to, I imagine. It's natural to blow up with emotions like that.
It's good that you recognize your errors.
I didn't. Though still don't really do. But I think this team has helped. Make me more social.
For a while, it's not like I got any signal out here to call or do anything like that.
He's gonna stand still holding your phone. Completely in awe.
What?
Games on the phone.
I mean, yeah, it's something to do to I guess distract myself from work whenever I'm, at home or on my break, or during times like this.
His hands start shaking. No, I want to finish my book.
Okay.
I'll just give you the phone back.
Well, the option's there. She's just gonna slowly put her phone back in her bag and go back to writing in her journal.
I was grabbing you from behind, but now I pull myself more up towards your face to see your face.
Her eyes are shaking. I'd say she's looking. It's like she's scanning some text, but it's obviously just a sign. And soon you also begin to notice that she's shaking. Her body is shaking.
Just gonna try to push her.
Yeah, you push her. How does Julia respond to this physical act here?
I'll stand myself between the symbol and the...
We have to leave. This is...
Out.
It's dangerous. This is dangerous.
Seeing who that sound's connected to, I'm inclined to follow you, Julia.
Yev, you don't know what it's connected to. Not really. Otherwise,
Well-
you'd be running. We'd all be running.
Then tell us after we leave. Which
Then
way?
go. Just go. Why aren't any of you moving? Just go!
I guess I'm gonna like try to ascertain if this is like caused by some. Does this thing have like a physical manifestation I can observe?
You're looking at it. I don't know what else I can describe it to. You're looking at her. I described it as like a shadowy presence is overtaking her
Yeah,
before.
I can clarify. It's literally what the token looks like. It
Yeah.
doesn't look like she's in sunlight.
So with that, I'm gonna go past your turn, Zoe's turn.
Okay. It's just his radar that he had before. He's not on anyone's side but us.
So he's working for them. Is that what you're telling me?
And for, I guess, to continue, a second action to say, no, he's working with us. He's with us and no one else.
I'd say like a diplomacy check.
Go ahead.
Well, thank God my diplomacy's so good.
I know, right? Whoa.
I'll say this is against your will save. Does that sound okay with you, Yosef?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So that will succeed. You tell me how Julia responds to this.
Julia. Well, she puts down her gun, disturbed by Mihail, but she's distracted still.
Okay. Good. Then let's just continue on and get back to the cabin and I guess regroup. And Zoe's gonna, making sure Julia's still behind everyone because I'm sure she would want that.
You're on your
Zoe's
knees,
just
right?
gonna.
Sit here.
What?
Did you
No.
say you fell? If you fell, because
No, she's upright.
okay. I'm gonna. My gun is still like on my front, but it's not. I'm not holding it with the hands. With the bandolier. I'll just approach you. I'm still me.
Yeah, look somewhere else, freak.
We doing here? If we're all fine and dandy, shouldn't we start moving on?
Yeah, that's what I think. I think we should continue the mission.
Frankie, you look back and you see another one of those symbols that wasn't there before. As far as you knew. Or maybe you weren't paying attention too well. And then you hear a faint static noise.
Continue the
getting-
mission. I can't
head
hear
get-
my own thoughts with this static.
Head getting fucking fuzzy because you all keep arguing over here.
And you think
Just-
it's because of the arguing?
I don't know, it's been hard to hear anything else other than you all fucking freaking out.
And you think that's natural?
Let us move on.
Devils. I can't hear from that long.
How long do you think you're able to keep up that for? If you can keep it up for the rest of a day's travel, keep it up.
I need to change the coordinates every time we move.
Is that difficult for you to do?
No, but I can't look forward. Or scout anything around.
Alright then. Frankie, keep an eye on everything, and is always just gonna grab Mihail's hand and say, yeah, just keep walking and keep a hold of my hand and keep messing with the coordinates as we keep moving forward. How about that, huh?
Yeah. Let's move
Hope
on.
might be feeding into her paranoia. And Frankie, static begins to lessen, and the same goes for you, Julia, and for anyone else who was keeping a careful eye on not just the symbol, but on Julia herself. So it's almost as if concentrating on her, or on each other, is only making the static grow. But after you all leave the area, the static lessens considerably. But you swear you can see the symbol not too far. As we continue the day's journey, I will say, everyone go ahead and give yourselves 20 XP, and we will set up encampment. I don't have to change the map, but I will just say, if there's any specific encounters or any activities or any conversations we'll have at camp, let me know. Otherwise, we'll be continuing. Does anyone want to do anything at camp?
Explains why he's borderline intangible.
True, but just we're talking about electronics inside each other's brains. I don't think any of us have that sort of technology about us.
No, I meant the natural electronics.
Oh, right. Sorry.
I wonder if wearing a tinfoil hat will work.
You wonder if what'll work?
A tinfoil hat.
Is always just gonna look at you deadpan and say, that was you trying to make a joke. I don't really think now's the appropriate time for such a thing.
Well, I'm trying to line up about it. Well, I'm trying to line up about it.
And well, it's appreciated. I don't really think, considering what just happened earlier today, I don't really think it's really I don't really think it's really the best thing to do right now. I think we just need to consume what we gotta do and rest and continue on until the morning. Or continue on in the morning. And part of me's hoping that Miss Skull's feeling, or gets out of this state. Zoe's going to consume her rations.
The Elven. We would understand you better. We understand you emotionally better.
Julia, I'll say, cocks her head at as she scans everyone, but and just like quietly says to herself, like, yeah, I can't trust any of them.
I don't know, your little deer ears gonna flick about, hearing Julia mutter something to herself.
What's up, Julia?
Nothing.
Yo. In your psyche, Alvar Yarvi manifests. in your inner mind, and
Yeah?
he's cool. He's suave.
God, he's so
Getting hella
hot.
baked.
He's so hot. It makes you forget he has a wife and child. And
Damn it.
he looks at you and he goes, "You think pushing people away is the best answer?"
Am I able to speak to Alvar Yarvi?
You are. This is your mind. This is your brain.
What is this Todo ass?
In Zoe's mind. First of all, in Zoe's mind, Alvar Yarvi's shirtless and sweaty. It's so
Oh
hot.
my god.
Better goes, I would leave my wife and kids for you.
No. But yeah, this Zoe would just say, if you're talking about Miss Scold, I mean, there's really not much I can do now, is there? If this novel gets Zoe killed, I'm gonna kill Alvar Yarvi myself.
Bookstores near you.
I remember,
Deluxe edition.
the best way to overcome this is if you share your copy, my signed copy, of Jamais Vu.
I can.
But if you don't want to share my signed copy, you can always buy more hardcover copies for the rest of your group.
I mean, yeah, with
At
Alvar.
Barnes and
Taylor.
Cobalt.
That's a good ass name. Holy shit, Percy, write that down. Write that
I
down.
gotta write it down. I gotta write it down.
Arms and kobolds.
But Zoe will ask her again, just kind of as like, you know, we're just traveling. So he's just gonna ask her mind Yarvi. What would I even ask her about? She's not really approachable right now. I don't even know where I would start with her, but I guess I can try.
Talk about my hit novel, Jamais Vu. She's never read it. Maybe you guys can appreciate my talents as a writer and my personhood. Get her mind off this horrible fog. And at the same time, I garner a new fan.
Yo, imagine you're in this fucking manic episode, you're having a fucking moment, and this fucking goofball fucking southern woman from Arkansas is like, yo, have you read this mystery novel? This shit hits.
Kyle, don't hurt me like you've hurt the others. You still have so much to learn.
I'm holding the gun.
Is this how you see everyone down the reticle? Is everyone just a target for you?
Aiming at him. But then I stop aiming, I look at the gun itself.
The gun itself has turned into a toy gun.
Can I have... I have still memories, I can still think of stuff, right? Manifest stuff.
Absolutely.
Think of stuff.
It's your psyche, man.
Can I think of... Maybe, like, don't speak. Thank you. I'll think about... I'm not manifesting it, and if he manifests, well, tough luck.
And you hasn't left. You may be an oddity, but you are still a person. I'm here for you, friend. And the radio tower continues to play that nice music. A mixture of nostalgia and melancholy.
She did call me a freak. She also helped me.
She's going through a lot, friend. Maybe her radio tower isn't playing pleasant music.
That's right. I better fix it then. Now I just want to start walking.
You continue. Nicely pairing up against yours, just kind of clacking along in a nice melody, as the stag says, "Take it easy now. You're in nature's bosom. But soon enough, a twisted version of it. You're gonna look across in the black fog. Oh, I dare not say any further, but as the keeper of life and death in Link County, be stalwart.
Diana will nod.
The stag will do a nod as well, like a very long, exaggerated nod before trotting back towards an unmarked grave, and the fog dissipates. Want to play a game of cards? You got the deck there.
Take a look at him and go, "Well, I ain't learned any games with other people. Still learning solitaire. Fuck off.
Oh, come on, man.
Go be,
We could
go
just
be a
make-
cloud somewhere else."
You really gonna push me away like that?
Hmm?
Fine.
No, you don't care to.
Alright, man. Have it your way. He turns around, raises a leg, and leaves a giant fart cloud in your way. That's what you get.
It's in my way, but it didn't hit me. I will gusting redirection the cloud back.
Oh! It's right back, and he dissipates. How dare you?
Got something on your mind you want to talk about? Okay, we're all in this together here.
I don't need to talk to any of you. I'm safe in here.
Why don't you feel safe out here with us?
Why would I? I don't trust any of you.
Even after we've worked a good bit with one another?
I don't recall. I don't recall that constituting for being trustworthy.
I mean, we all gotta have each other's backs out here.
That's fine, I have my own back. It's okay, I'm fine.
Shall we?
A second Sasquatch approaches.
I'm gonna...
I have to see. What do you want?
I had a thought recently. Not one that I didn't have for a long time. It taught me to forgive. I was mad at you. That you called me a hideous monster after, well, having a good time talking about books before.
Yeah, well, serves you right. Better not turn into that thing again.
Don't need to. But
Somebody
still,
more.
well, that's a problem of mine. I'll keep my distance.
Yeah, you gonna punch me again? You gonna punch me? Is
No.
that how you solve all your problems?
Used to. Try not to. You told me yourself not to do that. Look at me listening to you.
I'll pull out a... I don't think I need a transform for this ability specifically. It's still a normal radio, right?
Yeah.
I'll play a song. Sadly, I couldn't find the song I was thinking of, but you know what? This is the second closest thing I can think of. Chris, I'm gonna DM you something. Can you play the song?
Yeah.
Walking around faster. Different. Dangerous. And if you anger them, a lot of people anger them. No morons, they're all idiots.
I can relate to that. I had to save my team multiple times from all sorts of creatures. You teddy bears as well. Have you seen bears with 10 claws on its paw? looks
God
utterly
damn.
ridiculous.
Don't care. What are you trying to do? Scare me?
No. Just talk. I'm playing another song.
I wonder, is
Little white etheric lines begin to mend over it like stitches. After all, that's the way you visualize. You visualize
Yeah,
it.
like
What's up?
basically they're like spirits in the insider amulet that just like fly over to her, over to the weasel, and then after that they just kind of vanish or pass on.
Yeah. The weasel will kind of walk away before looking back at the mountain north of you guys, not too far ahead.
Well, we might have predators around here. Better keep an eye out.
Say, but I'm not really the best with people. So I'm happy to have you back.
that's okay. I'm sure you, everyone did their best. It's what I needed, probably. Just
Now we, in case it happens again, now I know what to do for next time.
yeah.
But just to update you on, I guess how far we've traveled. And Zoe's just gonna like point behind her at the big fuck ass mountain. How close we are to it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it's like looking up at it gives like vertigo, right?
Mm-hmm. It reminds you a little bit of home. With the mountainous country that you're from.
It's just a short hike away from the summit where the trolls and goblins.
Do it,
Try not to lose it again.
Don't try, just don't do it.
Yeah. We'll have the breakfast.
Very well. So I'll say, because I have to take my father out here soon, to my mother's workplace because they gotta go somewhere. I gotta pick up pizza. You guys have a nice bit of breakfast with stress free of the mind. Everyone goes to take their morning bath and refreshings from the days of travel and the stress that was induced over the course of that travel. But now you have a new objective across the horizon. The southern portion of the Yamash Mountains call to you, as the goblins and trolls are not too far. We go ahead here, turn the corner, and you see dead goblins. Dun dun dun, and that's where we end off the session.
What? No, the goblins we were gonna kill. Oh.
Wait,